It's going to spoil the guest, but our special guest here for tonight's episode of Color Commentary, episode 3, is V1 Matt Hardy. And I know you're probably sitting there at home going, yeah, right, Matt Hardy ain't there. Let me tell you something, folks. Matt Hardy is here. He's in the building. He's in a building. and we've got rapid fire 5 questions with V1 himself here today. But I did have a conversation with Matt Hardy today, and he wanted to get this cleared up and made sure that this was out there. Evidently, some of the dirt sheet reporters, especially like Jason Powell, who seems to think he has some sort of connection to the wrestling business, and I guess he doesn't, other than his mouse and his copy and paste from other sites. Jeff Hardy was not, and I know half the people are probably not even going to believe me because I'm a Jeff Hardy mark, but whatever, you don't have to believe me. Jeff Hardy was not in a drug haze. Jeff Hardy had a long overseas trip with Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi, really? That's
Abu
how you
Dhabi.
say it?
Yeah,
Abu Dhabi?
Haven't you ever watched Aladdin, man?
No.
Shame on you.
Anyway, he had that long overseas tour. He was there over a week. You've got that major jet lag coming back. You've got the time going backwards, I believe. Mm-hmm. Coming home on a Friday, trying to get home, getting stuck in Atlanta, not being able to catch that original flight that he was supposed to get home. Finally gets home late at night, sees his wife, sees his kid for seconds or whatever it is, goes to bed late, gets up early to catch a flight out because he's got to go to Orlando where he is granting 3 wishes for 3 terminally ill children in Orlando before he has to now go to Sunday and have to now deal with the TNA pay-per-view. Not to mention countless radio appearances, TV appearances, and segments that they were taping all Saturday night and into Sunday morning. He was then super tired coming in. I don't care. You can go beep beep. I'm still not going to shut up. He comes in on Sunday. He's so freaking tired. Before the pay-per-view is getting set, he asked, Dixie Carter or whoever. I didn't get exactly who he asked, but, if he could take a quiet nap in the office on the couch. He did that. A source or whoever happened to catch Jeff Hardy there and then began to spread a rumor around that Jeff was in a drug haze. And instead what it was that Jeff Hardy was just really tired from all the crap that he had to deal with being on tour. And hey, you know what? It's part of the business. But I watched the match. It didn't seem like he was in a drug haze to me.
Okay. I think we ran out of time. Let's next topic, man.
The Twitter feud between Shane Gregory Hurricane Helms, bitch, and Shawn Heartbreak Kid Michaels.
You call it a feud. I don't think it's much of a feud, personally. I think...
Why, it's just me punching you and you hitting the ground?
Shawn didn't fire back. That's just it. I feel like, Shawn in the 90s would have fired off like nobody's business.
Hey, Shawn's also admitted that he doesn't really know how to use a Twitter, so maybe he's been itching to fire back, but he can't thumb it.
Nah. I have a feeling, Shawn's at this point in his career where, especially being a born-again Christian, that he's just at peace with a lot of things. So I think that has a lot to do with this not being a feud, more Helms saying what he's saying.
I'm a born-again virgin. Want to pop my cherry?
So, Helms can say what he wants to feel, and this is how I feel about Helms. I have a feeling like his show essentially is very similar to what Color Commentary is, only he's Gregory Helms. So more people are going to watch it, more people are going to react to it, thus creating this big explosion of stuff. I mean, it doesn't help that Shawn Michaels is the icon that he is in the industry, and so he's got so many fans that can fire off back at Helms, thus creating even more of this cloud of dust essentially that's beginning to settle.
I don't have too much to say about this topic. I followed it. I didn't really follow it that closely because I'm not really into all the social networking and stuff. I mean, I use it from time to time, but the only thing I thought was the thing that was the weirdest was not anything that Helms said or how Michaels reacted, the timing. Why now? Why just...
He's doing his Highway to Helms show and...
Yeah, but this didn't exactly come out on Highway to Helms. This started with Twitter, just a random tweet. Like, I mean, it makes you think that he had like some sort of physical encounter that may have, or not physical, but some sort of encounter with Shawn Michaels, or something that reminded him of encounters that he's had with Shawn Michaels that made him think, I'm going to bring this up.
If we're going to talk Twitter real quick, let me say, follow this show on Twitter. Color Comments at Twitter. You can tweet us. You can follow us.
It's not at Twitter. It's at Color Comments, right?
It's Color Comments.
Follow
us on Twitter. Color Comments would be the user. Color, COLLOR, Comments.
We'll put that up on the screen.
COMMENTS. Next topic.
We have no next topic. Headlines are done. We're taking it to our special guest. V1. Angelic Diablo, Surge, High Voltage. Oh, you know what I wanted to say? Did you know that High Voltage, there was a tag team in WCW called High Voltage, and they stole that from Matt Hardy?
That's interesting.
Yeah, Chris Kanyon told Matt Hardy that when he was in the WCW training grounds, or whatever the hell it was, that when he saw Matt Hardy's training tape, that he was trying to get a job at WCW, and they stole Matt Hardy's name, High Voltage, and gave it to that loser tag team in WCW.
Huh.
And that's how...
5 questions with V1.
That's right, 5 questions, Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy, 5 rapid-fire questions for you real quick. First question. Rumors are rampant that there's concerning that the return for Omega. When can we expect to hear about dates and locations for it?
Give me 6 months.
All right. Second question. Your favorite Matt gimmick? High Voltage, Surge, Angelic Diablo, Igneous Fatuous, V1, etc., etc. Which one?
Probably Manitou version 1, just because I created it completely myself. And I think the time when it was created, they didn't think it was going to work, and actually it got more over than anything else that I've ever done.
All right, now this is the tough question. Spring of 2005.
There are no tough questions.
Edge and Matt Hardy. Was it a work or a shoot?
Honestly, it was a little bit of both.
Okay. Fourth, why does Matt love Flounder?
It actually has something to do with relationships with women of Asian descent. So it's a joke that Chemo came up with. So.
Number 5, last one.
And it's not a bad thing. It's a totally positive thing.
I didn't take offense to it. Number 5, fill in the blank. At the end of 2011, Matt Hardy will be...
Wrestling. He'll be running a huge Hardy Show business. He'll own Omega. He'll also have a reality show.
Matt Hardy, thank you very much. That's Rapid Fire Questions with Matt Hardy. Thank you.
It was easy.
All right, we're back. We promised you Matt Hardy. You got Matt Hardy. But we're out of time here, so we're going right to our big finish. First topic on the big finish.
Yep.
Sheamus is the new king of the ring. Goodbye, you.
I think he would have been one of my top choices. Albert Del Rio. The people who was in Albert Del Rio would have been my first choice. Sheamus is a decent enough pick. We'll see what happens from here.
I would have taken Del Rio. That would have been my pick to win. I didn't really have a second, but Sheamus works for me.
Yep.
Hart Dynasty has broken up.
I think it's bad for tag team wrestling. I think it's great for Natty. Obviously, she's the new Divas champion. Works great for her. I think it's horrible for tag team wrestling. I think they can both maintain singles careers, but bad for tag team.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Tyson Kidd looks like he's got the brighter future, and WWE seems to be more behind Tyson, pairing him with this big, giant Matt Morgan light kind of bodyguard, I guess, because he does. He looks like Matt Morgan when he dyed his hair.
Okay.
But to me, David Hart Smith, no disrespect to Tyson because he's a phenomenal athlete, but David Hart Smith has a lot underneath that, all those layers, and WWE just hasn't
Accessed it?
Yeah, they haven't gotten to it. Ho! And if David Hart Smith, if you're watching this, thank you for that tweet with my happy birthday and getting old Papa Duggan to do it as well. We saw the return of Daphne on Impact this past week.
I think Daphne's going to be a fan favorite in Orlando. Obviously, she has a history behind her. It's good to see her back.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I don't know about the fan favorite thing, though. She's zombie hot.
I think people like her, dude.
We'll have to wait and see, I guess. More TNA news. Tag team Divas Knockouts champions Taylor Wilde, Hamada, both back to back, just released. Do you think it was any chance that the weight of their heads had just tipped the scales, or is this based on something else?
I heard that Taylor is at liberty to resign anytime, really. Hamada, I think, had to go because I don't think she did anything really
I liked Hamada.
of importance in TNA.
I don't think TNA really cared for her. She doesn't fit their. I don't think she fits their knockout division. That's why you saw like ODB and Awesome Kong. They're gone.
Yep.
Samoa Joe's contract has expired. Is he going to re-sign, or are we going to see him on the Indies?
I think he'll resign. I mean, I think seeing him on the Indies would be good for Joe, but ultimately he's TNA now. He's TNA through and through, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree there, but I don't know, man. I mean, there's not too many times contracts expire, and then you go. It's been at least a week now, and there's no confirmation of re-signing, and I'm already hearing indie promoters have been contacting Joe about trying to get him on their show, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Last topic, the color commentary first contest. And what's going to be the prize for this contest? Well, let me tell you what the rules are going to be first. In order to enter this contest, you're going to have to either subscribe to this YouTube channel, or you're going to have to follow us on Twitter at Color Comments.
Yep.
So follow us on Twitter at Color Comments, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you do it both, we'll give you a double entry into the contest. We'll put all the names into a hat.
Shake that
bitch
up.
We'll pull
turn it sideways, and pull out a winner.
And pull out a winner. We'll pull out a winner. So the winner, now what are they going to get? Well, this was donated by our good friend Brian Barth at Sports Fan Promotion, the promoter that actually brought in Matt Hardy this weekend for a signing and granted us the interview with Matt Hardy. A autographed 8x10 of V1. Take a look at that. Let's take a look. There's the camera going this way. There it is. See, can you see it right there? Matt Hardy. Matt effing Hardy. Yeah. Autographed 8x10. Matt Hardy. That's a beaut right there, isn't it? That's a beautiful.
It's a nice silver autograph.
Yeah, signed in silver Sharpie. It could be yours. All you have to do, subscribe to the YouTube channel, or follow us on Twitter at Color Comments, and watch the show. I hate people who just skip through. It's not right, man. It's just not right.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Mahalo.
Peace.